State's the number 3 rebounding team in the Western Athletic Conference.
Boise State University, the Western Athletic Conference, and National Association of Basketball Coaches. I'd like to remind you of the sacrifices Americans have made through the years in the name of liberty, freedom, and justice. We ask that you please stand, join both teams in honoring those who have served our country as we honor America by singing our national anthem, the Saturday Union, performed by Casey Campbell.
Once again, if you're just now tuning in to the broadcast, you are listening to Boise State Women's Basketball live on Boise State Radio. This is the first of a doubleheader between the Boise State Broncos and the visiting Idaho State Bengals, as the two men's teams will tip it off here in Taco Bell Arena at approximately 3:30 this afternoon. Once again, the Broncos are 8-4 coming in. Idaho State is 3-7 coming in. This is the 59th meeting between these two programs all time. It is the oldest rivalry for Boise State in both the length of year or number of years played and the number of games actually competed as well, dating back to the winter of 1971, the first year of Boise State women's basketball program. They're introducing the starters. Let's go ahead and do the same as well. For Idaho State, Jenny Bolzel is the point guard. She's a 5'9" senior out of Brewster, Washington, averaging 9.3 points a game and and the lights just went out on me as they get ready for the light show, and 4.1 assists per ball game. Other players for the Bengals are Andrea Lightfoot, a 5'8" guard. She's a junior out of Omaha, Nebraska, averaging a second best 15.8 points for the Bengals and 5.2 rebounds. And then you're gonna have their swing player is Devin Dill. She's a 5'9" guard forward, a wing player, a freshman out of Gillette, Wyoming, averaging 6 points and 22.3 rebounds per ball game. And then your two post players are Michelle Groves, a 6'1" forward, a sophomore out of Salmon, Idaho, averaging 7.6 points a game and 6.5 rebounds. And at the center position, a name we all know pretty well is Natalie Doma, a 6'3" junior out of Victoria, British Columbia, averaging a team-high 19.5 points a game, the defending Big Sky Player of the Year, and 8.8 rebounds per ball game. For Boise State, the same lineup as they've had the first 12 ball games this year. At the point will be Tasha Harris, the 5'7" sophomore out of Longmont, Colorado, averaging 10.8 points a game and 3.4 rebounds per game. She was named to the Duel in the Desert All-Tournament team last week, and as of Monday was named this week's Western Athletic Conference Player of the Week. And at the swing position is Jessica Thompson, the 5'9" sophomore out of Temecula, California, averaging 12.9 points a game and 3.8 rebounds. The three-player, the swing, is Jackie Lee, a 5'9" junior out of Avondale, Arizona, averaging 6 points and 3.5 rebounds per ball game. And at the power forward is senior Jackie Thompson. She's 5'11" out of Alamogordo, New Mexico, averaging 3.6 points a game and 5.4 rebounds. She's tied for the lead in rebounding on the team with sophomore Rebecca Capolino. And starting at the center position is Michelle Hastings, the 6'2" senior out of Boise, Idaho, averaging 11.4 points a game and 4.9 rebounds. The team is a little bit more healthier now, a couple days off over the last couple weeks, as Jackie Thompson says she's feeling much better than she was with her virus she was struggling with about 3-4 weeks ago. And everybody else seems to be high-spirited here, and obviously a big rivalry game for the Broncos, as they always wanted to defeat the Idaho State Bengals and the Idaho Vandals whenever they play them. And this is the only time that they will play Idaho State this year, being that they are in opposite or different conferences now, as they get ready here for their final non-league game. A win tonight for Boise State will be their 500th victory in program history. So it's a landmark game potentially for Boise State if they can pull off this victory. Boise State has dominated this series through from the start, and they hold a 40-18 advantage in the all-time series. They have won 2 straight, including the 91-89 double overtime win last year in Pocatello. However, in the last 10 games, the two teams have split, going 5-5 against each other. We're waiting for the lights to come up here at Taco Bell Arena, as they have obviously their light show for the Boise State introductions here. Just moments away. Both teams are going to the line. You're going to have Jackie Thompson and Natalie Doma for Idaho State tipping it off here, as both teams are set up around the center circle. We have the tip. It's controlled by Boise State, as it's knocked by Jackie Thompson to Jackie Lee. Lee gets it to Harris, back to the left wing to Lee. Dribbles it a couple times, picks up her dribble, goes left corner to Harris, inside to Hessing, dishes it off to the right post to Jackie Thompson, wide open for the bank-in layup, and it's a 2-0 Boise State lead. 19:43 to go here in this women's basketball action, with the Idaho State Bengals taking on the host Boise State Broncos. They get it. Bengals get it up the floor. Can't see who has it on the right wing. They do get it out to Dill, high right side, who launches a three-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Lee comes up with it for Boise State. Gets it out to Harris, and then up the floor to Jess Thompson. Back out top to Harris, kicking a left to Lee, fakes the three, pulls up from 16 feet out. It's off the rim, no good. Another battle for the rebound, knocked loose, picked up by Michelle Hessing of Boise State. I thought Natalie Doma had it for a moment. It was knocked out of her hands, and Hessing picked it up. Harris goes high left side to Jackie Thompson, left wing to Lee. Lee drives the baseline, pull-up jumper is short from about 10 feet out. Gets Jess Thompson, battles for the rebound, falls to the floor, loses possession of it, and it rolls across the inline. And I'll go over to the Idaho State Bengals. It's 2-0 here in the first minute of action. 8:56 to go here. Idaho State's Jenny Bosel brings it up the floor for the Bengals, goes high right side, kicks a high left now to Doma. She'll drive the left baseline against Hessing, pull-up jumper, good, and she shoots that over Hessing and Jackie Thompson. We're tied at 2-2. Harris quickly up the floor, goes right wing to Jess Thompson. She'll move inside the wing and then backs up beyond the arc. Dishes it down low to Hessing. She'll kick it on high left side to Harris. Open for a three. It's short, and a rebound by Bosel, as the Broncos shots being from the outside being short here in the first couple minutes. And quickly up the floor is Bosel. She'll drive the length of the floor, lays it up. It's short. No good. Rebound Lee. She'll get it up the floor to Jess Thompson. She'll drive one-on-one, lays it up and in, and draws the foul. I believe that was on Andrea Lightfoot, number 23. It is on Lightfoot. The first foul of the ballgame for either team. Count the basket. It's 4-2 Boise State, with Jess Thompson, the sophomore out of Temecula, California, going to the free throw line. Free throws up. It's good, and that's a 3-point Boise State lead, 5-2, with 18:16 to go here in the first half. Bosel brings it up the floor for the Bengals. Harris picks her up as they cross the midcourt stripe. They move to the top of the arc. Pass goes high right side to Doma. High left side now to Dill. She'll pull up, put up the three-pointer. It's good, and we're tied at 5-5. Harris brings it up the floor, kicks her right side. Jess Thompson wide open for the three. It's going to be short, no good. Rebound Jackie Thompson. She'll put it back up and in, and she did that between two defenders, and it's a 7-5 Boise State lead. Quickly up the floor, Bosel gets it down the left side to Dill, back to Bosel, right side now to Lightfoot. Check that, it's Doma, drives the right side, the right wing, pulls up from about 3 feet out, and hits the chipper. It's a 7-7 Boise State, Idaho State tie right now, 17.5 minutes to go. Jess Thompson has the high right side into the corner. Jackie Thompson kicks out high left side to Harris. And now Harris gets it inside the key to Hessing. She'll kick it out right corner to Jess Thompson. And then she'll get a skip pass to the left wing to Jackie Lee, who knocks down the three-pointer. Uncontested three as the Bengals pulled their defense inside, and it's a 10-7 Boise State lead. Bengals get the ball to the high left side to Gross. She launches the three, and it's good. As the Broncos and Bengals trading baskets right now, meeting points for points at this point. Jess Thompson has it. Dribbles into the corner, gets it down low to Hessing. Turnaround jumper is no good. And my goodness, the shot goes out of bounds off the side of the back, off the stanchion of the basket. One official closest to it said that she shot the ball. I mean, it completely missed everything. And now one official says, no, it was blocked. I mean, it was obviously a blocked shot. I mean, it went virtually straight off to the side. Not sure what the one official was looking at, but they do correct the mistake. It will be Boise State ball. Jackie Lee's pass to Harris on the right wing is knocked out of bounds by Groves. And it's Boise State ball again. This time Lee gets it to Harris on the high right wing. She starts her dribble. Gets it out top now to Jess Thompson. Dribbles it. Gets it to Hessing at the free throw line. Kicks it back to Jess Thompson. She'll put the three up. It's good with 6 seconds on the shot clock. It's a 13-10 Boise State lead. Bozel brings it up the floor for ISU. Gets it down low to Doma. Turnaround jumper. 4 feet out. Left side of the key is good. And it's a 13-12 Boise State lead. Broncos quickly up the floor. Harris drives inside the left wing. Kicks it out left side. The lead for a three. It's good. And the Broncos are up by 4. 16-12. Boise State wants to push it and score quickly. That's their goal, as Idaho State does not go deep onto their bench. Bozel brings it up the floor. Gets it out top now to Doma. They reverse their right side now. Can't see who that is. It's Dill. Gets it out top now to Life, but she'll drive the left side of the key. Pulls up about 12 feet out. It's no good. Rebound along the left baseline by Jackie Lee at Boise State. Harris brings it up the floor for the Broncos. Goes left to Jackie Thompson. Down the left wing to Lee. She'll get it into Hessing. She'll pull up from the free throw line. Jumper is good. And it's 18-12. Boise State by 6. 15:37 to go here in the first half. Bozel gets it up the floor quickly. They get it out top to, boy, that was Groves wide open for the three. And the forward knocks it down. And it's a 18-15 ball game as they cut the Bronco lead cut the lead in half. Broncos get the ball up the floor. They get to Jess Thompson. She'll get down low to Hessing. A hook's no good, and then she'll foul on the rebound. Check that. The foul's going to be on Jackie Thompson. And it's going to be Idaho State ball when we come back from our under 16-minute media break. Let's send it back to the studio with 15-19 to go here in the first half. Boise State leads it by 3 points over Idaho State, 18-15. You're listening to Bronco Basketball live on Boise State Radio.
Close to 25 seconds. We've got a gift certificate of Blippies. If you guys are ready. Wait a minute. No, we're not doing that one. We're doing a regular bungee battle. Okay, if you guys are ready, on your mark, get set, and go.
State University women's basketball live on Boise State Radio. The Broncos hosting in-state rival Idaho State with 15-19 to go in the first half. It's Boise State by 3, 18-15 over the Bengals. Capolino's into the game for Boise State. Lightfoot brings it up the floor for the Bengals. Goes high on the left side. Three-pointers pulled up. It's no good. It was by Doma. I couldn't see who it was initially. And a rebound by Boise State. Harris brings it up the floor for the Broncos. You've got Harris, Lee, Capolino, Hessing, and Jess Thompson on the floor. So Capolino, the sophomore out of Costa Mesa, California, checks in for senior Jackie Thompson. Lee has it, goes left corner to Capolino, inside to Hessing, out top to Harris. She'll drive inside the key, kicks it high left side to Lee. She'll pull up from about 18 feet out. It's no good. A long battle for the rebound, and it's going to go down in the hands of Idaho State, as Bozel did a good job of diving and kicking the ball back out to Groves. This time Bozel brings it up the floor, open for a three, takes it, no good. Rebound Lightfoot. She'll drive the right side of the key, loses it off her foot out of bounds. Boise State ball. Nadia Begay, the senior out of Kirtland, New Mexico, now checks in for the Broncos, replacing Jackie Lee. So the Broncos will be going with a 3-guard look again. It's been pretty successful for them in the last 4 games. You're going to have Tasha Harris remaining at the point, and then you're going to have Jess Thompson and Nadia Begay playing wings with Capolino and Harris as your 2 post players. Harris brings it up the floor. Capolino and Hessing as your 2 post players. They get the Broncos, get the ball up to Capolino. She'll drive the right side of the key. Tries a hook shot off the glass, no good. And rebound by Idaho State. Groves has it, kicks it high left side to Lightfoot. She'll dribble it left wing, moves it around to the top, still with the dribble, goes inside the arc, pulls back up, hands it off to Doma at the top of the key. And she'll kick it left wing to Bolzel for 3, open, and she nails it, and we're tied at 18-18. Quickly up the floor, the Broncos get it to Jess Thompson. She'll drive the right post, and on her drive, she's fouled, I believe, by Bolzel. And that'll be the first on Bolzel. Team foul 2 on Idaho State. Amanda Stewart, the junior out of Marsing, Idaho, checks in now for the Broncos, replacing Michelle Hessing at the center position. Nadia Begay will inbound it from the right baseline, gets it right corner to Harris, out high right to Capolino, around to the top to Jess Thompson. 3-pointer is just short. Not sure got above the rim, and battle for the rebound comes down in the hands of Natalie Doma of Idaho State. Lightfoot brings it up the floor for the Bengals, drives the left baseline to the post, puts up a reverse layup. It's good, and Idaho State has their first lead of the ball game at 20-18. 13:24 to go here in the first half. Harris brings it up the floor, gets it to Capolino, inside to Stewart, back to Capolino. She'll launch a long 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Stewart. She'll kick it out top to Harris. She'll drive inside the key, kicks it left wing to Begay, but they're going to call charging on Harris as she collided with Bolzel, and a shot by Begay was no good. And Harris will check out of the game following the foul as Jenna Galassi, the sophomore from Yorba Linda, California, checks in. Galassi will move to the wing position. That leaves Begay at the point and Jess Thompson at the shooting guard. Lightfoot brings it up the floor, goes left side to Dill, moves around to screen to the top of the arc. Begay on her defensively, picks up her dribble, goes left side to Lightfoot. Oh boy, looks like she got away with a travel. They go down the left wing to Doma, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Jess Thompson of Boise State. Thompson brings it up, goes high left side to Begay, into the left corner to Galassi. Back out to Begay and out to the top to Thompson. She'll start her dribble, goes high right side, moves around the screen, drives inside the key, kicks the left corner to Begay, open for 3, up off the rim, rolls around, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it looks like Groves will pick it up for Idaho State. Outlet pass goes to Bolzel, quickly up the floor. They get to Groves, high left side, drives inside the key, cut off by Capolino. She'll kick it to the right wing. I believe that's Bolzel with it. And a foul as Bolzel tries to come out to the high right side. I think it's going to be on Capolino. Check that. Jess Thompson has been blocked out by the official. 13 foul on the Broncos. Jackie Lee will check back into the game now, replacing Jess Thompson. Dill checks out for Idaho State, and she's replaced by Kaylin Fager. Inbound pass goes to Fager, off to Bolzel, down the right side to Fager, inside to Doma, turnaround jumper off the glass from about 5 feet out is good, and that's a 4-point Idaho State lead, 22-18. Begay gets it up the floor, goes right side to Galassi, inside to Stewart, fakes right, goes left, drives inside the free throw line, jumper is good, and that was over the top of Natalie Doma. Nice shot by Amanda Stewart for Boise State. It's 22-20 as Boise State cuts the lead to 2. Bolzel gets it up the floor, goes right side to Doma, down the wing now to Fager. They get it back out to Lightfoot. She drives inside the left wing, cut off nicely by Galassi. Pass goes out top to Doma. She'll drive the right side of the key. Shots up, no good. Rebound fought over. Capolino comes up with it. Broncos have a 3-on-3 if they hurry. 4-on-3. Begay with it, fakes the 3, gets it to Capolino, cutting it down the center of the key, and she lays it up and in as the defense stopped. They didn't see Capolino making her cut, and Boise State's tied it up, and then Bolzel throws it away as Galassi steals the ball intended for Doma in the left post. They get it up the floor quickly. Galassi gets it to Capolino. She drives the left baseline, lays it up and in, and it's a 24-22 ball game in favor of Boise State. Bolzel brings it up the floor, goes high left side to Doma, down low left baseline to Groves, out top to Doma, right side to Bolzel for 3, and she shot that over the defender. Just a great shot, good defensive position, and it's 25-24, Idaho State out by 1. Begay has it, goes left side to Capolino, down the wing to Lee, back out top to Begay, open for the 3. It's off to the left, no good, off the rim. Rebound, Doma of Idaho State. She'll get it out to Boesel. Boesel gets it up the floor, skip past the left corner to Fager. Fager gets it back out to Doma, right side now to Lightfoot. Down in the right corner to Boesel. It's going to be no good. Rebound by Begay. She's going on the fast break, one-on-one with Boesel. She'll drive and lays it up and in, and the Broncos are up 26-25 over the Idaho State Bengals. 10-10 to go here in the first half, and we've got 51 combined points scored already in this ball game. Boesel brings it up the floor for Idaho State, goes right side to Lightfoot. Shafik's going around the screen, drives down the right wing, then brings it back out high right side, gets the ball inside the key to Doma, and before she dribbles against Stewart, she walks with it. Turnover, Idaho State. We're going to have Jenna Brown checking in for Boesel when we come back from our under 12-minute media break. It'll be Boise State ball when we come back. We'll send it back to the studio. 9:52 to go in the first half. The Broncos hold a 1-point, 26-25 lead over Idaho State. You're listening to Bronco Basketball live on Boise State Radio. Live at Taco Bell Arena in Boise, Idaho. You're listening to Boise State Women's Basketball live on Boise State Radio. The Broncos with the ball, holding a 1-point lead over the Bengals. You got Begay bringing the ball up the floor, goes high left side to Capolino, down the left wing to Lee, back to Capolino. You got Galassi and Stewart on the floor with those 3. Lee has the ball left side, drives inside the wing, pull-up jumper about 12 feet out, no good. And I think a foul will be called against Jenna Galassi on the rebound attempt. It is on Galassi. Team foul 4, the first personal on Jenna. And back into the game for actually a new player for the Bengals. Lindsey Ginsler checks in now, replacing Michelle Groves. So for Idaho State, you got Lightfoot, Fager, Ginsler, and Brown. Brown has the ball, goes inside left to Doma. Doma puts up a bad shot. It's no good, and that's because she was fouled by Amanda Stewart. It was way short. And that, I believe, is the first personal on Amanda Stewart. Team foul 5 on Boise State. However, that will send Natalie Doma to the free throw line. She was in the act of shooting. 76% free throw shooter on the year. 35 of 46 coming into the game. First free throws up and good. We're tied at 26 all. These are the first free throws of the game for either team. And the second one's good as well, as Idaho State reclaims a 1-point lead at 27-26 with 9:22 to go in the first half. Begay brings the Broncos up the floor, goes high left to Capolino, inside to Stewart, back out to Begay, down the left wing to Lee. Skip pass high right side to Galassi to Capolino, right baseline open, 16-footer up and in. Boise State leads at 28 to 27. Brown brings it up the floor for ISU. She'll launch a long three-pointer from downtown, top the arc, and it's good. And it's a 2-point Idaho State lead, 30-28. Begay gets the ball up the floor quickly to Galassi. Back out to Begay, left side to Capolino. She'll drive. Bank shot up and in from the left side of the key, about 6 feet out. And we're tied 30-30 with 8:41 to go in the first half. Brown brings it up the floor for the Bengals. Moves around to the high right side. Begay on her defensively. Pass goes out top to Doma. Down the left wing now to Fager. Fager drives to the left baseline. Oh, walks with it. Gets away with it. Kicks out to the left wing to Lightfoot. She'll drive inside against Galassi. Nice defense. However, they find Brown wide open for the top of the key, and she nails another long three-pointer from about 21 feet out. And it's 33-30, Idaho State. Capolino goes right corner to Galassi. She'll launch the three. It's no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Jackie Lee at Boise State. As Broncos having problems at this point guarding Jenna Brown, who's nailed 2 back-to-back three-pointers for the Bengals. And they have a 3-point lead and the ball. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Brown brings it up the floor, moves around the screen, drives inside the key. Pass knocked loose by Lee. It was intended for Fager. Lee brings it up the floor. She's cut off, and they'll slow it down as Begay has it now high right side. Begay gets it to Capolino, down the left wing to Galassi. She'll drive the baseline, puts up the shot. It's blocked out of bounds by Doma with 17 seconds on the shot clock, and we've reached our under 8-minute immediate break. Let's take a timeout and send it back to the studio. With 7:40 to go in the first half, Idaho State has claimed a 3-point lead, 33-30 over Boise State. You're listening to Bronco Basketball live on Boise State Radio.
Starts at 8 o'clock. Remember, the men's team will follow this afternoon's game with a matchup against Idaho State. Next home game for the men will be Wednesday, January 4th, as they open up WAC play against Utah State. Game time, 7 o'clock. Come out, support your Broncos.
Taco Bell Arena on the floor for the Broncos. Lee, Capolino, Stewart, Galassi, and Begay. Bronco ball. Lee will inbound it from the left baseline. ISU makes no changes on their roster. Capolino gets the inbound pass, goes left corner to Lee, out top now to Begay, reversing it to the right wing to Galassi. Skip pass left side to Begay, down to the baseline to Capolino. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, nice pass. Begay gets the ball to Galassi as she cuts it through the back door on the right baseline, and she'll lay it up and in, and that's 33-32 Idaho State. Brown brings it up the floor for the Bengals, goes left side to Fager. Lee on her defensively. Back out top now to Lightfoot. Moves around the screen. Oh, faked going around the screen, pulls up for the three. It's good. And boy, Idaho State on fire from the three-point line here in the first half. It's 36-32. They get the ball down to Galassi into Stewart. She'll kick it left wing to Lee. She'll launch the three-pointer, count it, and Boise State counters with their own three-point shot, and they make it a one-point game, 36-35 Idaho State. Bengals 8 of 12 from the three-point line here in the first half. Doma has it out high, goes out top to Fager, moves around to screen, high right side. Fager launches the three. It's good. And they're now 9 for 13 from the three-point line, and they're back out on top by 4, 39-35. Galassi with it out top to Begay. They get the lead, cutting down the left wing. It's good as she lays it up and in. And once again, the back door wide open. The Bengals not even looking at her. But it's a 2-point lead now for Idaho State, 39-37, 6:16 to go. Brown brings it up the floor, goes high left side to Doma. Drives inside the boy, she pushes off on Stewart, puts up an ugly shot. It's no good from above the free throw line. Rebound Begay. She'll go the length of the floor herself, pulls up from the free throw line. No good. Rebound Galassi, and then she'll get it back off to Begay, who resets the offense. They go right side to Galassi, inside to Stewart, and Stewart will walk with it before she dribbles it. And a mass subs by the Broncos. Bridget Reyes, the freshman out of, check that, it's not Reyes, that's Jessica Thompson's back into the game along with Jackie Thompson, Michelle Hessing, and Tasha Harris. Remaining on the floor will be Jackie Lee. Idaho State ball. As Brown brings it up the floor, moves around a high screen. Goes right side to Groves, who's back into the game. Puts up a bad three-pointer off to the left. It's an air ball, and Boise State's Harris runs down the rebound. Harris brings it up the floor herself. Gets it high left side to Lee. Inside to Hessing. Down low to Jackie Thompson. Bank shot from the right post is no good, but she's fouled by Fager. And that will send Jackie T to the free throw line for 2. Jackie on the year, 50% free throw shooter, 9 of 18 coming in to this game. Broncos down by 2, 39-37 to the Idaho State Bengals. First free throw up, rolls around, it's good. Had to work for that one there as it bounced around several times. It's 39-38. Second free throw up, and it's good as well. We're tied at 39 with 5:22 to go here in the first half. Brown brings it up the floor for the Bengals. Harris shadowing her the whole way up the floor. They now cross the midcourt stripe. Brown still in the high court area, asking for a high screen. She gets it, drives inside the right wing, tried to dish a left post to, I believe it was to Ginsler. Ginsler couldn't control it, kicked it back in, and then Lightfoot throws it away. And she came up with it, tried to kick it to the left wing, and there was nobody there, and it rolls out of bounds. Bosel checks back in now for Jenna Brown for Idaho State. So Idaho State's got Bosel, Lightfoot, Ginsler, Fager, and Groves on the floor. Boise State brings it up the floor. Harris has it. Gives the left side to Lee. Skip pass right wing to Jess Thompson. Three-pointer up and good. And it's 42-39. Boise State by 3. Bosel brings it up the floor. Finds Lightfoot open right corner. She'll drive the baseline. Tried to kick it back out, but Jess Thompson steps into the passing lane and steals the ball. Thompson drives the length of the floor. Dishes it off the Harris. Shots up. A charge called on Jess Thompson, a little bit out of control on the break. As she dished it off, she ran over the defender and waved off the basket. It's Idaho State ball. Bosel quickly up the floor, goes high right side. Second personal on Jess Thompson. They go out top. I think it was Ginsler for a long three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Harris of Boise State. Harris gets it up the floor, goes high right side to Thompson, back to Harris, left wing to Lee. She'll put up the three off the rim, no good. And boy, Jess Thompson almost picked up her second personal foul, reaching over the top of the Bengal on the rebound. Lightfoot with it, kicks it out top to Fager for three, in and out, no good. Rebound, Lightfoot, put back, blocked by Hessing. Loose ball picked up by Lightfoot. And the putback's no good, but she's fouled by Hessing. Her first, team foul 6. Only check that, team foul 7 on the Broncos. However, I believe Lightfoot was in the act of shooting. 84% free throw shooter on the year. 38 of 45 coming in. First one's up and good. It's a 2-point game. 42-40. Boise State on top. Thompson checks out of the game. Begay checks in. Ginsler checks out for Idaho State, replaced by Natalie Doma. Lightfoot at the line for the second free throw. Shots up and good. It's a 1-point game in favor of the Broncos. 42-41. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Harris gets it up the left wing to Lee. Lee dribbles it. Gets it out top now to Jackie Thompson. Goes right corner to Begay. She'll drive underneath the basket. Kicks it left corner to Lee. Back out to Jackie Thompson. Right side to Begay for a three. Shots up. No good. Rebound Hessing. Put back no good. And a foul called on Groves of Idaho State. As she blocked Michelle Hessing's shot, but it got at the arm in the process. And that will send Hessing to the free throw line. And before she gets to taking, we're going to have our under 4-minute media break. So we'll take a timeout and send it back to the studio. 3:45 to go here in the first half. Boise State holds a 1-point lead over Idaho State, 42-41. Let's send it back to the studio. You're listening to Bronco Basketball Live on Boise State Radio.
Breast cancer awareness with the second annual takeout. With the support of St. Luke's and the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
Idaho Taco Bell Arena. Coming onto the floor for the Broncos, you're going to have Tasha Harris, Nadia Begay, Jackie Thompson, Jackie Lee, and Michelle Hessing. At the free throw line for 2 will be Michelle Hessing. She was fouled in the act of shooting. On the year, a 70% free throw shooter. 31 of 44 coming into the ball game. First free throws of the game for Hessing. First one up and good. It's a 2-point game, 43-41. And she's at the line for the second. It's up and good. 44-41. Boise State by 3. 3:45 to go here. Idaho State with the ball. Bozel brings it up the floor for the Bengals. Harris on her defensively in the high court area. Bozel loses it, picks it back up, goes high left side around a screen. Goes a moving pick to get away with. Hands it off to Fager on the right wing. Lee on her. She moves around a high screen set by Groves. And again around a screen. Fager sends it down the right wing to Bozel. Nice defense by Harris. And Bozel gets it out top to Lightfoot. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Lightfoot's not going to get a shot off. And it's a good defense by the Broncos as they started guarding the perimeter players a lot more closely this time. And it's going to be Boise State ball and a shot clock violation by Idaho State and a chance to extend their lead, 44-41. 3:13 to go here in the first half. But Harris brings it up the floor for the Broncos. Goes high left side to Lee. Inside to Jackie Thompson. Ball knocked loose, but Jackie Thompson picks it up, gets it off the Lee, and tried to get it to Harris, cutting into the key. A bad pass as it's stolen by Doma. And Idaho State has a chance to cut the 3-point lead. Doma goes right wing to Lightfoot, fakes the 3, out top to Bozel. Bozel drives inside, kicks the left corner now to Fager. Inside to Doma, ball knocked loose by Hessing, picked up by Begay, and the Broncos have it up in the front court. Lee has it on the left wing now. Skip pass high right side to Harris. She's open for 3. Off to the right. I think it was blocked. Boy. They say it wasn't blocked, so that was a major air ball. And it's going to be Idaho State ball. 2.5 minutes to go. 44-41. Boise State on top. Bozel brings it up the floor for the Bengals. Goes to the top of the arc. Harris on her defensively. Kicks it out top now to Doma. Doma dribbles it once, picks it up. Oh, boy, that was a double dribble. And as she tries to get it off to the left baseline to Fager, it was either Fager or Gross she was intending it for. They can't control it, and it sells out of bounds to Boise State. 2:14 to go in the half. Boise State up by 3. Harris brings it across the midcourt stripe. Goes down the left wing now to Begay. Inside to Hessing, left baseline. Cut off out to Thompson. To Harris, right corner to Lee. Cross-court pass to Begay. Open for 3. In and out. No good. Rebound Doma. Looked like it was going to go down. It just spun out. And Broncos pressuring the up-court pass. And Bozel gets it up the floor. Oh, boy. Almost walked with that one. Goes down the right wing to Lightfoot. Lightfoot launches a 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound Lee. Outlet pass goes to Begay. She'll bring it up the floor for the Broncos. Kicks a high right side to Harris. Hessing calling for it. They get it to her. Drives inside the key. Spins around her. Puts it up in the right post. Off the rim. A little too hard. No good. Rebound Lightfoot. They get it up the floor to Fager. Fager drives inside the left wing. Cut off. Kicks it back out to Lightfoot. She'll launch a 3-pointer. No good. Rebound by Fager. Gets it down low to Doma. She's being double-teamed. Stolen by Lee. Gets it off to Hessing as she falls to the floor. And the Broncos playing some pretty solid defense here in the last 2 minutes. Harris with the ball at the top of the arc. Gets it into Hessing at the free throw line. She's pushed from behind. Nothing called. Gets it out to Begay. Right baseline to Thompson. Back out to Begay. Out top to Harris. Left side to Lee. 10 seconds on the shot clock to get into Hessing. As she's trying to get around Doma, she puts her knee out. And a foul called on Natalie Doma of Idaho State. And I think it's only the 15th foul on the Bengals. And the first on Doma. Boise State with 17 fouls. Rebecca Capolino, Amanda Stewart, and Jenna Galassi all check into the game, replacing Hessing, Jackie Thompson, and Jackie Lee. Boise State ball. They have to inbound it. Galassi will do it from the right baseline. Gets it into Harris on the right wing. Out of high right side to Capolino. Out top to Begay. Left side to Galassi. Starts her dribble. Gets it left baseline to Capolino. Fakes the shot. Gets it back to Galassi. She'll put up a 3-pointer way short. And Idaho State ball. Bozel brings it up the floor, gets it to Gross, cutting down the key, kicks it left side to Fager for 3. We're tied at 44. Harris gets the inbound pass. She'll bring it up the floor as Coach Presnell calls out for the last shot. We have 18 seconds to go in the half. We're tied at 44. Harris with the ball top of the arc. Moves to the left wing, down the left corner to Begay, inside to Capolino. She'll drive the baseline to the post. Shots blocked by Gross. Rebound by, rebound by Doma, and a foul against Idaho State. I didn't quite see what it was. It's on Fager. And they'll have 3.1 seconds to inbound the ball and get it off. It says it will be Boise State ball. Coach Purcell calls a 30-second timeout. I didn't quite see what Fager did, but they called the foul on her away from the ball, as maybe she was pushing off or holding on Galassi, who was back there trap. It was traveling is what it was. Okay. It was traveling was the call. And so that was the 11th turnover of the half for Idaho State. Boise State only with 3. No changes on the floor for the Broncos. They'll have to inbound it from just left of the backboard on the baseline. Galassi gets it into Stewart. Out to Begay. She'll put up the three-pointer at the buzzer. No good. We're going to go to that break tied at 44. As the Broncos couldn't convert on their final possession here. And a pretty exciting game, high-paced scoring up and down the floor. As we will go to the break tied at 44-44. Let's go ahead and send it back to the studio for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back with the first half stats and the start of the second period. Once again, at the break, it's 44-44, Boise State and Idaho State. You're listening to Bronco Basketball live on Boise State Radio.
Certificate good for a cheeseburger from Carl's Jr.
If they make it, you give them these. What if he wants to stand up there? Very good. Stand up
anyone asking, anyone asking, so put it up there, go to your gas. And you come up beside the station, right into your memory bank. Seatbelt fasten, front rat, like the niggas with that seat blasting, speaker box, vibrate the fan, make it sound like a new anthem. But I know y'all run that 808, you did that DASS. But I know y'all run that 808, you did that DASS.
Working for you, Jason, it's like working for the Flacco brothers.
Time now for our first half stat brought to you by Boise Office Equipment. Make sure the next time your business has a need for quality coffee, you call Boise Office Equipment 377-1666. For the Bengals, 15 of 30 from the field, 50%. 10 of 19 from the three-point line, 52%. Perfect from the free throw line, 4 of 4. 19 total rebounds. Leading scorer, Amendola with 10. For the Broncos, 17 of 41 from the field, 41%. 5 of 17 from the three-point line, 29%. They too are perfect from the free throw line, 5 out of 5. 18 rebounds, leading scorer, Jackie Lee with 11. Followed by Justin Thompson with 9.
Boise, Idaho. You're listening to Boise State University Women's Basketball live on Boise State Radio. This afternoon we have a doubleheader pitting Boise State against their visitors, the Idaho State Bengals, in both men's and women's basketball. Right now we got the women at the half. We're tied at 44 in a very exciting up and down the floor contest in the first period, as the Broncos and Bengals went back and forth. And once again, Idaho State shot 50% in the first half, 15 of 30 from the floor. They were 10 of 19 from the three-point line, 53%, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Boise State shot 41.5%, 17 of 41 from the floor, 5 of 17 from the three-point line, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Pretty balanced scoring by both teams. Idaho State was led by Natalie Domo with 10 points and 4 rebounds. She was followed by Andrea Leifa with 7 points and 4 rebounds. And then you've got Michelle Groves, Jenny Bolzel, Jenna Brown, and Kaylin Fager, all with 6 points. And then you've got 3 points by Devin Dill. And that's all the scoring, but pretty balanced all the way across. And almost every Bengal who's played has hit a three-pointer, with the exception of Natalie Doma, their center. And she's tried one, though. She just hasn't hit it. And Lindsay Ginsler's also tried one and hasn't hit it. But everybody else has hit at least one three-pointer, as that team will not hesitate to throw it up from beyond the arc, apparently. Boise State was led by Jackie Lee in the first half with 11 points and 4 rebounds to go with 2 assists and 3 steals. Then you got Jessica Thompson with 9 points and 1 rebound. She had 2 personal fouls in the first half, only player for either team in foul trouble. And then you got 8 points by Rebecca Capolino to go with 3 rebounds, 6 points on the board for Jackie Thompson, 4 points and 2 rebounds for Michelle Hessing to go with 2 assists, a block, and a steal. 2 rebounds by Tasha Harris, who has yet to score in the game, only taken 2 shots. 2 points and a rebound by Jenna Glossy, Nadia Begay, and Amanda Stewart. Boise State had 11 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 block, 5 steals. Idaho State 8 assists, 11 turnovers, 3 blocks, and 1 steal. Points in the paint went to Boise State 20-2. Second chance points to Boise State 9-2. Bench points to Boise State 14-12. And points off turnovers to Boise State 7-0. Fast break points to Boise State 4-0. However, we are tied at 44. In the first half, we had 10 ties and 8 lead changes, as Boise State's largest lead of the half was 6 points. Idaho State's was 4 points. To start the second half, Boise State has their original starters, the 2 Thompsons, Harris, Hessing, and Lee. And we're waiting for Idaho State to come back out here on the floor, as we now have the buzzer sounding to signal the start of the first half. They're going to have Dill, Groves, Doma, Bolzel, and Lightfoot. So they have their original starters on the floor as well. The Bengals will have the ball to start the second half. Bengals wearing their road orange uniforms. Boise State wearing their white home uniforms. In this half, Boise State will be going from my right to my left. Idaho State from my left to my right. Bolzel gets it inbounded to Dill. And back to Bolzel. She advances it across the midcourt stripe. Harris on her defensively. Top of the arc. Pass goes right side to Groves. Back to Bolzel, right wing. She'll move around the screen to the top. As Broncos doing a lot of switching now, as they're in a more of a 3-2 zone here. Lightfoot has it, kicks a left side to Bolzel, open for a 3. She'll drain it, and that time they did not switch. I think Jess Thompson followed the player too far, and we had 2 at the top of the arc when she should have been on the high right side, or left side, and as a result, Boise State down 44-47. Jess Thompson with it, gets it into Hessing, spins around, Doma, hook shot up and good from 2 feet out. And it's a 47-46 ball game. Boise State down by 2. Idaho State with the 1-point lead. Bolzel brings it up the floor for the Bengals. Gets a high left side to Doma. She'll drive inside the wing. Bounce past the Lightfoot, knocked loose. And it's going to go out of bounds off the foot of Groves. It'll be Boise State ball as Doma tried to get Lightfoot cutting down the left baseline. Jackie Thompson intercepted it. Couldn't control it. And when she lost it went off the foot of Groves. And it's Boise State ball. Jess Thompson gets the pass right side from Harris, gets it into Hessing, bounce pass down low right post to Jackie Thompson. It's up and in, and Boise State takes a 1-point lead, 48-47 now, and Jackie Thompson's laying from the right post. Groves has it, fakes the pass, drives inside the left wing, kicks it back out top to Lightfoot. Jess Thompson on her defensively, that moves around the screen. Lightfoot still with it, drives inside the wing, loses the ball, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Actually, they're going to say it was knocked out of her hands by Jess Thompson as the Lightfoot was driving down the left side of the key. And Thompson will get a hand on it to deny a basket. Bozel inbounds it underneath the basket. The Lightfoot layup is up and in as she got away from Jess Thompson. And it's a 49-48 ball game in favor of Idaho State. Harris gets it up the floor, goes down the left side to Lee. Skip pass right side to Harris. Back to Lee on the high left wing, down low to Hessing. Turn around, hook shot off to the right, no good. Rebound, Jackie Thompson, put back up and in. And it's a 50-49 ball game. Jackie Thompson with the 2-point shot on the putback. Bozel brings it up the floor, drives the left side of the key, puts it up and in, and Harris is called for the foul as they do a good job of running around a screen at the top of the key, the top of the arc to clear off the player. And this time Harris couldn't recover and fouled her. Shot's good. And this gives the chance for Bozel for your conventional three-point play. Idaho State with a 1-point lead, 51-50. With the free throw, ooh, it's a brick off to the left. Barely even glanced the rim. Rebound by Jackie Thompson. Gets it up the floor to Harris, to Jess Thompson, right corner. Back out to Harris, high left side to Lee. Inside to Hessing, dribbles it once, kicks it right side to Jess Thompson. Open for three, won't take it. Gets it down low to Hessing. Turnaround spin and a hook is good over the top of Doma, and Boise State regains a 1-point lead, 52-51. Bozo brings it up the floor, gets around Harris, down the right wing now to, I think it was Dill. Dill tried to bounce pass to Groves in the right post, and it's knocked loose, and a tie ball possession for Boise will go to Boise State, as you had a host of players down on the floor. Jackie Thompson inbounds it to Harris. She'll bring it up the floor for the Broncos. Gets it into Hessing. She'll turn around, shoot it from the free throw line. It's good as the Bengals back off of her. And it's a 3-point, 54-51 Boise State lead over Idaho State. 17 minutes to go here in the ball game. Bozo brings it up the floor, moves around his screen, gets past Harris, and they tried to kick it back out to the left wing to Dill, and the pass knocked out of bounds by Jackie Lee as the Broncos did a good job recovering defensively that time, denying the drive by Bozel down the key, and forced the pass outside. Bozel gets the ball from Dill, moves around the top, goes down the right wing. Harris on her defensively, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Lightfoot with it. They get down low to Doma. She'll put up a hook shot, rolls around, it's good. And it's 54-53. Boise State's lead cut to 1. 16:40 to go. Harris brings it up the floor for the Broncos. Gets it right side to Jess Thompson. Down low, right baseline to Jackie Thompson. Skip pass high left side to Harris. Almost knocked loose by Lightfoot. Harris picks it up, gets it off the Hessing. Pull-up jumper from the right side of the key is good from about 12 feet out. And it's a 3-point Bronco lead, 56-53. Bozel brings it up the floor. Set another high screen. This time the pass goes down the right side to Dill. She'll drive the right baseline, loses the ball, and unfortunately Groves picks it up and lays it up and in. And it's a 56-55 ball game as the Broncos denied the initial drive. Unfortunately, the loose ball went straight to a Bengal, and they scored the easy 2-point basket. Lee almost throws it away this time. Tried to get a hard pass to Jackie Thompson, and she actually does as they can't control the pass. She tried to get the ball down to Jackie Thompson in the left corner. It was too hard. It was still out of bounds. Thompson tried to kick it back to Lee as she was going out of bounds, and as she got to Lee, Lee couldn't control it. And then it goes out of bounds off Boise State. We have reached our under 16-minute media break. Let's take a timeout. Boise State leads it by 1, 56-55 over Idaho State. You're listening to Bronco Basketball live on Boise State Radio.
You guys are ready? Start our music. Everybody's head about the band. Very easy this time around. There you go, musical chair.
live at Taco Bell Arena. You're listening to Boise State women's basketball. It's Idaho State ball as Boise will bring it across the midcourt stripe. You've got Jess Thompson, Begay, Hessing, Lee, and Capolino on the floor for the Broncos. Lightfoot has it out top. Jess Thompson on her defensively. Moves around the screen, down the left side of the key. Wide open layup as once again the Broncos are not dealing well with the high screen. And Idaho State has a 1-point lead, 57-56. Idaho State's now 6 for 6 here in the second half. Jess Thompson open for 3 as they kick the ball into Hessing. She kicked it out to Jess Thompson, and she drains the three-pointer. And it's a 59-57 ball game. Boise State by 2. Bozel with the ball, goes out top to Doma. Dribbles it once, hands it off to Lightfoot. They're going for the high screen again. This time Lightfoot puts up a three-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. Nice box out by Capolino. She comes up with the rebound. Alapass goes to Begay, and the Broncos are quickly into the front court. Out top to Lee, open for 3, won't take it. Kicks it right side to Jess Thompson. She'll dribble inside the wing. Goes right corner to Capolino, inside to Hessing. Spins around, puts up an ugly hook shot. It's off the left, no good. Rebound, Jess Thompson, and put back up and in. 61-57, Boise State by 4, 14:35 to go in the ball game. Bozo brings it up the floor, gets around her defender, goes right corner to Dill, down low to Doma, jumper up, and no good. Rebound by Hessing. Alapass goes to Capolino and then to Begay as the Broncos are now in the front court. Begay still with the ball and the dribble. Goes right side to Jess Thompson, down in the corner to Capolino. Kicks it back out high, right side to Jess Thompson. Gets it into Hessing. Hessing drives the right wing, hands it off to Jess Thompson. Lays it up and in as she cuts down the center of the key. And the Broncos have a 6-point lead, 63-57. And Coach Newley for Idaho State is furious about something with the officials and calls a timeout. It's going to be a full media break as it is the first team timeout of the second half. Let's send it back to the studio as the Broncos have extended their lead to 6, matching their largest lead of the game. 63-57 with 14:05 to go in the ball game. Broncos on top over Idaho State. You're listening to Bronco Basketball live on Boise State Radio. In Boise, Idaho, you're listening to Boise State women's basketball. On the floor for the Broncos, Amanda Stewart, Rebecca Capolino, Jess Thompson, Jackie Lee, and Nadia Begay. The Idaho State ball, they have Bolzel, Dill, looks like Groves, Doma, and Lightfoot on the floor. They're still their original starting lineup. Bolzel gets the ball into Doma. Oh boy, look like she walked with it. Gets around Stewart and puts up a kind of a half hook type shot. It's 63-59 as the basket goes through. Our ball goes through. 13:48 to go. Boise State by 4. Lee has it. Goes high right side to Thompson. Down in the corner to Begay. She'll bring it back out high. Gets it out top to Jess Thompson. She just throws it away. Throws it right to Lightfoot. And then she tries to get it back and on defense and fouls Lightfoot. Oh, fouls on Jackie Lee. Excuse me. I thought it was on Jess Thompson's Jackie Lee. Second team foul of the half against Boise State. And inbound pass goes left corner to a wide open Bengal. Looked like it was Dill for 3. It's no good as it rolls around, pops out, and then goes out of bounds off of. Actually, it was Groves for 3. The missed shot went out of bounds off of Dill. And that's Boise State ball. Up by 4, 13.5 minutes to go. Begay has it, brings it up the floor, goes right side now to Jess Thompson, back to Begay, left side to Lee. Lee gets it into the Stewart. She'll drive center of the key. Pull-up jumper is good over the top of Doma from just inside the free throw line. And it's a 6-point lead once again for the Broncos, 65-59. Stewart has 4 points now in the ball game. And Bozel brings it up the floor, and a foul away from the ball, I believe, on Amanda Stewart, holding Natalie Doma underneath the basket. And that's going to be her second personal. Team foul, 3 on the Broncos. No fouls have been called yet in the second half on Idaho State, with 13:04 to go here in the ball game. Inbound pass goes to Doma, and then back out to Bozel, and Bozel tried to get it back to Doma on the right baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds by Amanda Stewart. Bozel will go inbound it from almost the exact same spot this time. And it's the last opportunity. Gets it out high. Ball knocked loose and stolen by Boise State's Lee. As they're rolling around, Lee gets it on her back. Gets it to Begay. Down low to Stewart. She'll drive. Kicks it out high left to Lee. To Capolino on the baseline. Jumper from 18 feet out's no good. Rebound knocked down in the hands of Dill, but it goes right in the hands of Bozel. The Broncos had a great defensive effort and couldn't convert on it that time. And now we have Idaho State up the floor. They get the ball to Groves at the top of the arc, tries to fake out Jackie Lee, and in the process travels with it. And it's a turnover on Idaho State. Dill will check out of the ball game now, replaced by Fager. Excuse me. As Kaylin Fager had 2 3-pointers in the first half. Begay brings it up the floor for the Broncos, who have a 6-point lead, 65-59. Pass goes down the right corner to Begay, inside to Stewart. Tried to get it down low to Capolino, and she kicks it back out high to Jess Thompson as she's going out of bounds. Thompson drives inside the key, kicks a right wing to Begay. 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound, Lightfoot of Idaho State. Quickly up the floor, Fager has a right wing that gets it back out to Lightfoot, out top to Doma, left wing now to Bozel. Broncos doing a good job defensively on the perimeter. The Bengals do get it down low to Doma. She spins around Stewart and puts up a shot. It's good, and that's 65-61. Begay open for 3 as she brings it up the floor. It rolls around the rim, no good, and rebound by Bozel. And the ball knocked loose and stolen by the Broncos. Begay gets it to Jess Thompson, over to Lee, and Lee lays it up and in on the fast break. And it's a 6-point Boise State lead, 67-61 with 11:44 to go. I didn't see how the ball got knocked loose from the Bengals, but Begay picked it up. Lightfoot brings it up the floor, launches an ugly 3-pointer, and it's rebounded by Lee. Gets it up the floor to Jess Thompson. She did a behind-the-back dribble. It slowed her down, and as a result, allowed the defense to get back down the floor, and she puts up a bad shot, no good. Rebound, Idaho State. Brown puts up a 3-pointer from the left wing. Rebound, Capolino. I didn't see Brown check into the game, but she must have done it during the last time out. That's not Brown. That was Bozel with the 3-pointer. My apology. It's Boise State ball. They get it to Stewart inside the key. Gets around Doma. Wide open. Goes to the right post and banks it up and in uncontested. And I'm not sure what Doma was yelling at. It was her player. And she just let her go uncontested. And it's an 8-point Bronco lead, 69-61. Bozel with the ball. She'll drive inside the left wing. Puts up an air ball. Rebound, Jess Thompson. Gets the outlet pass up to Begay. Spins around her defender. Puts up the shot. It's no good. And the 2 guards need to settle down on those fast breaks. They have some easy points here. But instead, they've not converted on their last 2. Idaho State gets it up the floor. They get the Fager right wing for 3. No good. Rebound, Lee at Boise State. Outlet pass goes to Begay. She'll bring it up the floor. Slowing it down. Goes right side to Jess Thompson. Broncos up by 8 with 10.5 minutes to go. Begay launches a hard pass down the left baseline to Capolino. She can't control the pass, and that settles out of bounds. Turnover, Boise State. It's only the 6th turnover of the game for Boise State, as they've done a good job protecting the ball. Make it the 7th turnover. And we have now reached our under 12-minute media break. Let's take a timeout and send it back to the studio. With 10:18 to go in the game, Boise State 69, Idaho State 61. You're listening to Bronco Basketball live on Boise State Radio.
Miami Car Care Bowl. Last second field goal to win. Boston College 25, Navy 24.
In the middle where it says
Welcome back. We're live at Taco Bell Arena. And Boise State holds a 8-point lead, 69-61. Idaho State ball as they have some new players on the floor as Lisa Forrest checks in for the first time. Jenna Brown with the ball. Broncos look to double team her. She crosses the midcourt stripe, gets the ball off the Lightfoot, back to Brown and high in the high court. Pass goes down the right corner now to Lightfoot. Fakes drive in the baseline, pulls back up, kicks it out top to Brown. Harris on her. Oh, nice moving pick there by Idaho State to get away with. They get it to Brown, and then Doma launches an air ball from about 18 feet out. Rebound, Boise State. Up the floor quickly are the Broncos as they try to get it to Harris. Or Harris tried to get it to Jess Thompson, and it's going to be a tie ball out of bounds. And possession will go to Idaho State. And once again, Broncos have had 3 fast breaks they have not been able to convert on in about the last minute and a half. And it remains an 8-point ball game. Brown brings it up the floor for Idaho State. Goes down the left wing, then brings it back out, still with the dribble. Harris on her defensively. Pass goes in down to Lightfoot. Tried to get into Doma, but it's knocked back out by Hessing. Lightfoot picks it up, gets it into Doma. Hook shot around. Hessing is no good. Rebound, Capolino up the floor quickly to Jess Thompson. Drives inside the right wing, pulls up from 4 feet out and banks it in off the glass. Boise State by 10, 71-61 with 9:07 to go here in the ball game. As the Broncos putting on a little mini run here to pull out ahead of Idaho State. Brown with the ball, out top, goes high right side to Doma. She'll dribble it once, picks up her dribble, gets it out top now to Lightfoot. Moves around the screen. This time she gets around Jess Thompson. Thompson might have deflected it partially. The shot's low. Rebound Capolino. Out to Jess Thompson. She'll run the length of the floor. Banks it up too hard. Rebound Hessing. Put back up and in. 73-61. Boise State by 12. And a timeout by Idaho State. John Newley, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as the Broncos are up to their largest lead of the night now at 73-61 with 8:38 to go here in the ball game. As the Broncos starting to play some pretty solid defenses. I think they're wearing down the Idaho State players as they don't go usually more than 7 deep on their roster. And Boise State obviously can go as much as 11 deep. They've only played 9 players so far in this game. But they have momentum on their side at this point in time, up by 12, 73-61. Boise State will be back in action this coming Wednesday. Actually, check that, this coming Thursday when they take on the Utah State Aggies down in Logan in the WAC opener. And Boise State would love to get a win here to get some momentum going into the WAC play. Inbound pass by Forrest goes into Brown. Brown brings it across midcourt stripe. Harris on her defensively. Brown still with the dribble. Bounce pass down low to Doma. Turnaround jumper off the glass. No good. And boy, they're going to call a foul on Michelle Hessing. It was a late call. And that's her second. Team foul 4. No fouls called yet on Idaho State in this half. And that's going to send Natalie Doma to the free throw line for a pair since she was in the act of shooting. At 76% free throw shooter on the year. Doma is 2 for 2 so far here tonight from the charity stripe. Make it 3 for 3 as Idaho State gets on the scoreboard here and they get off of 61 where they've been for about 3-4 minutes now. Second free throw up off to the left, no good. Rebound Capolino of Boise State. Quickly up the floor, the Broncos get to Galassi. Pull-up jumper left baseline, in and out, no good. I did not see Galassi check in. I apologize. You got Galassi, Harris, Hessing, Jess Thompson, and Capolino on the floor for the Broncos. Brown brings it up the floor. Harris on her defensively. Pass goes to Doma. Right wing. Bounce pass to the right post. Great pass. Unfortunately, Fager didn't go there, and it rolls out of bounds. Boise State ball. And turnover on Idaho State. Their 17th of the ball game. Boise State only with 8 here in the ball game with 8 minutes to go. Harris walks it up the floor for the Broncos. Goes high right side to Jess Thompson. Inside to Hessing. Back to Harris. Open for a 3. It's going to be short and no good. Rebound by Doma. Broncos really struggling on some of their 3-point shots. A lot of them have been way short. Barely glancing the rim on some cases. Brown gets it up the floor for Idaho State. Harris doing a good job staying with her. They get the ball out to Forrest, the right wing for a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Doma, put back no good. Rebound, Capolino of Boise State. And she finds Jess Thompson, wide open on the fast break. Pull-up jumper off the rim, no good from about 10 feet out. As Jess hesitated a little bit too much that time, and the defense got back. She did a good job of pulling up and taking the shot. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it to go down. Brown has a right wing for Idaho State into the corner now. Out top to Forrest. Left side to Fager into the corner to Lightfoot. Lightfoot starts her dribble, gets it down low to Doma, knocked loose by Hessing, picked up by Forrest. They find Brown open for three, no good. Rebound, Fager. Put back is blocked by Capolino. It was a hard block and a foul on Capolino. As well, if you're going to foul, make sure you don't score, and she did a good job of that. And they'll make Idaho State work for their 2 points. But before we get the free throws by Fager, we will have our under 8-minute media break. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Jackie Lee will check into the ballgame for Boise State. 7:01 to go in the ballgame. Boise State by 11, 73-62 over Idaho State. You're listening to Bronco Basketball live on Boise State Radio.
7 o'clock. Kids, don't forget to stick around after the game to get autographs from the team.
Listening to Boise State women's basketball. The Broncos hosting the Idaho State Bengals, and the Broncos up by 11, 73-62, with 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. At the free throw line is Idaho State, as Kayleen Fager goes to the free throw line. 60% free throw shooter on the year, 3 of 5 on the year. Not as obviously has not been there much. This is only her 10th ball game of the year. First free throw up and good. It's a 10-point game. 73-63. Fager now with 7 points in the ball game. And she's at the line for the second. It's up and good. Fager went out, check out, replaced by Bozel. Yes, Jenny Bozel is the starter at the point for the Bengals. It's a 9-point game, 73-64. Boise State on top. Harris gets Boise State up the floor, goes left corner to Galassi, into Hessing. Gets it to Capolino, center of the key, drives and lays it up and in. And the Broncos are up 75-64 over Idaho State. An 11-point lead with 6:43 to go here in the ball game. Brown brings it up the floor, tries to spin around Harris. She does a good job sticking with her. Once again, trying to set the high screens. Bounce pass goes high left side to Groves. Out top the Lightfoot. Three-pointer up and good. And once again, it's the high screen that clears them open. And it's an 8-point game. 75-67 in favor of Boise State. Harris gets it out top to Capolino. Drives in center of the key. Try to bounce pass to Hessing. Is stolen by Groves. And Idaho State quickly up the floor with the Bozel has it high left wing. Moves to the top of the arc. Kicks it right corner to Brown. Harris on her defensively. Moves inside the arc. Ball knocked loose. And a foul by Harris as Brown went for the ball. Harris lost her balance and collided with her. And it'll be a foul on Tasha Harris, her third of the game. Team foul 6 on Boise State. Once again, no fouls called on Idaho State in this half. 14 minutes into the period. Brown with the ball. And goes around the top of the arc. Harris on her defensively. Gets it to Groves down low to Doma. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Capolino. Cap will bring it up the floor herself. Drives the length, goes down the left side of the key, lays it up, no good. And a blocking foul, I believe, on, I would say Bullsville. It's not Bullsville, it's Brown. They both look an awful lot alike. Blonde hair pulled back in the ponytails, but it's going to be Brown with the foul. First team foul of the half for Idaho State. Rebecca Capolino at the free throw line for the 2 shots. She was fouled in the act of shooting. First one's up and good. It's 76-67. Broncos by 9 pending the free throw. Capolino is 67% free throw shooter on the year. And the second one rolls around the rim. No good. Rebound Doma of Idaho State. 9-point game. Boise State on top. Idaho State with the ball. Brown brings it up the floor. Broncos looking to trap in the high court. Brown having problems with it. Loses it. And ball knocked loose. Doma picks it up. Capolino had a chance but couldn't get it. And then Doma tries to get around Capolino, and they're going to call a foul on, I believe, Jackie Lee. Check that. It's going to be on Capolino, her second. Team foul 7. That sends Idaho State's Natalie Doma to the line for the 1-and-1. And Doma, once again, a 76% free throw shooter on the year. 3 of 4 tonight. So right about her average. 75%. Front end is up. No good. Rebound. Jackie Lee of Boise State. Gets it off to Harris. She'll walk it up the floor. Broncos up by 9. 5:19 to go in the ball game. Harris goes from the top to the high right side. Bounce pass right corner to Lee. Back out to Harris. Inside to Hessing. Drives, fakes the shot. Gets it off to Lee. Out to Harris on the top of the arc. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Harris drives inside the left wing. Goes all the way to the left post. Banks it up and in. And the Broncos have an 11-point lead. 78-61. Harris now with... Is that her first points of the game? Boy, that's hard to believe. Brown brings it up the floor for Idaho State. Backs up. Launches a long three-pointer. 21 feet out. Behind a screen set by Doma. It's good. And it's back to an 8-point game. 78-70. Boise State on top. 4.5 minutes to go. Harris with it. Gets it inside to Hessing. A bounce pass to Jackie Lee. She cuts into the key. Shots up. No good. Rebound by Lee. Gets it back out to Harris. Left side to Lee. Puts up the three-pointer. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Capolino. And stolen by Brown. And she travels with it as she falls to the floor. She's actually pretty lucky she didn't get called for a foul there. Look like she is all over Capolino on the rebound. Just Thompson checks into the game now, replacing Jenna Galassi. Brown checks out of the game. And inbound pass stolen by Idaho State. It looks like Groves is back in. They get the ball up the floor to the left corner to Fager. Fager bounce pass inside to Doma. She spins around Capolino, banks it up, no good. Battle for the rebound. And it's going to be an over the back on Doma. And she's all over the back of Rebecca Capolino. And that's her second. Team foul 2 on Idaho State. Boise State with 7 team fouls. On the floor for the Broncos, Jess Thompson, Hessing, Lee, Harris, and Capolino. Idaho State, Bozel, Lightfoot, Doma, Fager, and Groves. Harris brings it up the floor for Boise State. Across the midcourt stripe. Lightfoot waiting for it at the top of the 3. Pass goes right side to Jess Thompson. She'll move it around the top. Kicks the left wing now to Harris. Into the corner to Capolino. Gets the bounce pass into Hessing. Drives the center of the key. Lays it up a little short. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out to Jess Thompson. And Thompson finds Harris in the high court area. As Harris lost the pass momentarily and then tracked it down. And Boise State resets. Jess Thompson has it high right side. Gets it down in the right corner to Capolino. Back out to Jess Thompson. 3.5 minutes to go. Pass by Thompson goes to Hessing. Off the Lee as she drives the left side of the key. Layup was too hard, but a foul, I believe, on Bozel of Idaho State. And it is on Jenny Bozel, and that's going to send Boise State to the free throw line. However, we won't have any shots until after our under 4-minute media break. So let's send it back to the studio with 3:25 to go here in the ball game. Boise State holding an 8-point, 78-70 lead over Idaho State. And you're listening to Boise State Women's Basketball live on Boise State Radio. Welcome back. You're listening to Boise State Women's Basketball. We're going to have Jackie Lee of Boise State at the free throw line for 2. We have Capolino, Hessing, Harris, and Jess Thompson on the floor with Lee. First free throw by Jackie is up and good. It's now a 79-70 ball game in favor of the Broncos. Idaho State has Doma, Boesel, Groves, Fager, and Lightfoot on the floor. Second free throw by Lee, up and good. It's a 10-point game for the Broncos, 80-70 over Idaho State. Broncos put on light pressure as they bring it up the floor. Lightfoot gets it and crosses the midcourt stripe. So just Thompson on her defensively. Gets down the left side. Oh, tried to kick it out to Fager. Intercepted by Lee. Up to Harris. One-on-one fast break. Harris lays it up. It's no good, but she's fouled by Groves. Harris has a chance to extend the Bronco lead back out to 12. I believe that would be the largest lead of the game. Yeah, it would match the largest lead of the game by the Broncos. They had 12 points of 8:43 to go. And Harris at the line. First free throw up and good. Harris has hit 71% this year. She's a 72% career free throw shooter. She's was 44 of 62 coming in the game. Today she is 1 for 1, pending the second free throw here. It's up, no good. Rolled in and out, and then the rebound will go out of bounds off of Idaho State's Groves as she and Capolino were battling over it. It's Boise State ball. Lee will inbound it right wing to Capolino, gets it back out to Harris, left side to Jess Thompson. She'll start her dribble, kicks her high right side to Harris. Back out high now to Lee. Lee dribbles it to the high left side, gets it down the wing now to Jess Thompson. Still with the dribble, gets it into Capolino, left baseline, drives, puts up the shot, no good. Hit the bottom of the rim, was pressured by Doma. She might have deflected it, and the rebound comes down the hands of Boesel. Boesel with the ball, high right side. Harris on her defensively, bounce pass left side to Groves. Out top to Lightfoot, moves around the screen to the high left side. Out top now, still with the ball. Gets it down low to Doma, right post, shot off the glass, no good. And it looked like Hessing fouled her there, but nothing called. And it's Boise State ball. Harris with it, goes high right side to Jess Thompson. And a foul away from the ball on Andrea Lightfoot as she's pushing off on Michelle Hessing. Team foul 4 on Idaho State, second on Doma. And it's Boise State ball. Lee will inbound it from the right baseline. Gets it out high right to Capolino and then out to Jess Thompson as the Broncos set the offense. Pass goes left wing to Lee. Down low to Harris. Hessing column for the ball. Harris goes high right side to Jess Thompson. Back out top now to Lee. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Pass goes high right wing to Jess Thompson. Into Hessing. She'll pull up from the high left post shot. I think it was partially deflected. It's short and rebounded by Groves of Idaho State. Quickly up the floor is Boesel. Gets it down the right corner to Lightfoot. Back out to Boesel. Out top to Groves. And a bounce pass intended for Doma under the basket. Went off somebody's foot, off of Boise State's foot, out of bounds. The official initially said it was Boise State ball. Another official came out and corrected him. I think it went off of Capolino's foot, but I wouldn't swear to it, but it is Idaho State ball. Bowles will inbound it from the right baseline. Having problems getting it in, gets it out high into the backcourt, and Lightfoot tracks it down. Did a smart job not touching it before she crossed the midcourt stripe. Lightfoot still with it, gets around Jess Thompson, drives the left side of the key, banks it up and in, and she's fouled, I believe, by Rebecca Capolino. That makes it a 9-point game. 81-72, pending the conventional three-point opportunity by Lightfoot. Lightfoot on the year, an 84% free throw shooter. It's up and good. It's an 8-point ball game. 81-73. Inbound pass goes to Harris. She's going to be pressured up the floor by Lightfoot. Moves to the top of the arc. Harris still with it. Gets to Capolino. High right side to Jess Thompson. Thompson moves down the right wing. Inside now. Backs up. Still with the dribble on the right side. Gets to the baseline. Drives. She's double team. Puts up the shot. Count it. Now, that was a terrible decision. It's going to be good because she made it, but she went up against 3 defenders there and got the basket to go and was fouled. Fager fouled her. That's her second. And Jess Thompson goes to the line for your conventional three-point play. It's short off the front of the rim. Rebound Doma. And Thompson now with 20 points in the ballgame. Boesel brings it up the floor, moves around that high screen, drives the left side of the key, gets it up and in. Timeout, Idaho State. And once again, Harris got swept off on that screen and allowed the break down the side. And it's a 10-point game, 83-73. With 1:07 to go in the ball game and a 30-second timeout by Idaho State. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. Once again, our next action is this coming Thursday night from Logan, Utah, when the Broncos will open Western Athletic Conference play against the Utah State Aggies. The Aggies struggling a little bit coming into the year as they are 3-8 coming into today's game. Actually, they're not playing today. They played last night. And they lost by 30 to Iowa State, 70-40. And I believe they will be in action today as they're at a tournament at Iowa State. And the Broncos right now 8-4. Inbound pass by Capolino goes to Lee. Back to Capolino. A full court press broken by Boise State. Harris has it. Gets it to Jess Thompson. Over to the left wing now to Lee as the Broncos will work the clock to get to Capolino. And she's fouled either by Lightfoot or Fager. Both of them were there. They're going to give it to Lightfoot. And it's Boise State ball. Rebecca Capolino at the free throw line. Capolino, 67% free throw shooter on the year. First one, no good on the front end of the 1-and-1. It's rebounded by Hessing. Gets it out to Lee, and the Broncos reset. Harris with it. Out top now to Jess Thompson. Back to Harris, and she's going to be fouled by Bolzel with 45 seconds to go. Capolino missed that run as she was 1 for 2. She's now 1 for 3. Harris goes to the line where she's 1 for 2 today. 71% free throw shooter on the year, 72% free throw shooter in her career. And it's a 1-and-1. Free throw up and good. 9-point game, 84-75. Boise State on top, 45.3 seconds to go in the ball game. Second free throw up off the rim, no good. Oh, almost rebounded by Hessing. She couldn't control it, and Doma picks it up. The outlet pass goes to Fager. They go right corner to Lightfoot. She'll launch the long three-pointer. It's good. Over the outstretched hands of Jess Thompson. And it's a 6-point game, 84-78. Boise State on top. And we have a full media break here as Idaho State calls a full timeout. Let's send it back to the studio. I need to get a drink here. 36.2 seconds to go. It's Boise State 84, Idaho State 78. You're listening to Bronco Basketball Live on Boise State Radio. In Boise, Idaho, full court press by Idaho State. Capolino gets it to Jess Thompson, up to Harris. Harris brings up the floor, slows it down, gets it off to Capolino, but before Harris gets rid of it, she's fouled. On the floor for the Broncos is Harris, Capolino, Jess Thompson, Lee, and Hessing. 29 seconds to go. Boise State up by 6, 84-78. Harris 2 for 4 from the free throw line. First one is up. It's good. It was a 1-and-1. She makes the front end. 7-point game, 85-78, pending the free throw by Harris. Second free throw up. Ew, rolls around, no good. 7-point game, Idaho State with a chance to cut the lead. 25 seconds to go. Fager with it, gets it off to Dill. Excuse me, that's Groves. And the pass out to Fager, almost knocked loose by Lee. It's picked up by, I believe it was Dill, launches the three-pointer. It's no good. And rebound, I believe, by Capolino of Boise State. She's immediately fouled by Dill. And that's going to send the Broncos, Rebecca Capolino, the sophomore out of Costa Mesa, California, to the free throw line. That's the 10th team foul on Idaho State, so it's a double bonus, 2 opportunities for Capolino. Once again, 67% free throw shooter on the year. First one's up, hits the front of the rim, rolls over, it's good. And that's an 8-point lead, 86-78 for Boise State. Jenna Brown checks in, replacing Groves. Brown, a good three-point shooter. 14.1 seconds to go. Harris at the line for, checked out. Capolino at the line for the second. It's in and out, no good. Rebound, Fager of Idaho State. Fager brings up the length of the floor, gets it out top to Dill. She launches a long three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound knocked around off of Capolino's hands. Harris picks up the loose ball, and that's gonna do it as we have the buzzer, and the Broncos improved to 9-4 overall in their final non-conference game. It's also their 500th program win in history as Boise State defeats Idaho State 86-78, with Idaho State falling now to 3-8 on the year. Boise State now has a 41-18 lead over the Bengals in the series all time. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break. When I come back, I'll have the final stats for you and hopefully Coach Presnell as well. Once again, at the buzzer, it's Boise State 86-78 over Idaho State. You've been listening to Bronco Basketball Live on Boise State Radio.
Your